Today in Madden, we're going to be recreating draft champions and making it better in every way possible. We're going to take 14 people, do an online fantasy draft, and we have a roster of every single NFL player that ever played. And once we're done with the fantasy draft, we're going to sim straight to the playoffs for a one and done tournament. As far as the team I'm going to be repping, we're going with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we are about to find out what pick we got. Come on, give me a good one. Number 11. That's pretty good. We did not have to wait very long. This draft board is so stacked. Low-key, Randy Moss might be the play. It's going to be extremely difficult to pass up on that 99 speed. That being said, we got to look at quarterbacks. Oh, Peyton Manning is available. He's the only 99 overall left. I can't remember the last time I used him in Madden. We'll take a gander at the rest of the draft board. I don't see myself going defense. We'll take a look. We got guys like Aaron Donald. And then look at all these cornerbacks, especially Deion Sanders. I've made up my mind with our first pick. We are going Peyton Manning. Only 99 overall quarterback left. He's too good to pass up. He should not miss a single throw for us. Back on the clock in round 2, had a little bit of a longer wait. I'm glad we went quarterback because the computer legit drafted all of them. I mean, Peyton's brother Eli is one of the best ones left. Look at this running back list. There's so many guys I'd love to take, but I feel like when it comes to draft value, we're better off waiting. I do remember what Adrian Peterson did to us. Might have to go with him. Or we could even go Chris Johnson, CJ2K, again, 99 speed. Aaron Donald would go crazy. Probably the best defensive tackle of all time right there. We even got Ray Lewis. It would pretty much be like an all 2010 team. Lawrence Taylor is still here. He's got to be the best defensive player of all time, right? And to think he was doing all of that while on crack. I'm surprised how many 99 corners there are. I feel like their overall's got to be glitched. There's no way all of these guys should be 99. I say that's the move. We're going to go Lawrence Taylor here in round number 2. I mean, just look at the stats. 99 hit power, 99 pursuit, power move, even block shedding. And I do feel like having a good pass rusher is the most important thing in this game. Round 3, we got to take a look at these cornerbacks. They are flying off the draft board. It's like in fantasy football when someone takes a quarterback and then just everyone else starts selecting quarterbacks after that. I really wanted Patrick Peterson. Unfortunately, he's not here anymore. I do like Nnamdi. Man, he's somebody. He had such an insane peak. Like, he had a 4-year run where he was just incredible. I like Eric Allen, but yeah, he's only 5'10". I'm like those girls that are like, oh, my man has to be at least 6 feet tall. Anything under that's unacceptable. That's me when it comes to cornerbacks. And speaking of height, I found my tall king in Mel Blount. 6'3", 99 press. He played so physical, he's the reason they came up with illegal contact after 5 yards. So we arguably have 2 of the most physical players ever in Lawrence Taylor and now Mel Blount. What are we thinking for pick 4? I'm pretty far down the draft board. I want to go with somebody I normally wouldn't take. What about Gronkowski? I feel like he'd be a perfect fit for Manning. At the same time, I feel like that's kind of boring, right? I just remember using Gronkowski so many years in Ultimate Team. Maybe we go Derek Brooks. Normally, people don't draft linebackers, but I feel like this year they're better because mid-zone KO is so good. And he does have 98 zone coverage. That's actually kind of crazy. Let's do it. Our defense is looking so good. LT, Mel Blount, and now Derek Brooks. Now, guys, my next draft pick is actually going to be decided by who I pull out of an Arena Club pack. I've been using Arena Club for a while now. It's actually how I got this amazing Larry Bird Kaboom. If you guys aren't familiar with Arena Club, it allows you to open packs for authentic rated cards, with slab packs starting at just $25. You can find grails worth 20 times the pack value, and a checklist of cards and odds for full transparency. We're going to be opening up 2 of these Ruby packs today. I did see some downtowns inside of here. I would absolutely love to pull one of those. Let's see what we got coming out of this first one. And it's a rookie Josh Allen. And what I love about Arena Club is there's so many options once I pull this card. I can keep the card in their vault and display it in their showroom. I can have the physical card shipped directly to me. I can trade the card with other users on their app, or I can even sell it because Arena Club is going to offer you an instant 90% buyback of the card's value. We're going to hang on to that Josh Allen for now. Hopefully out the second pack, we get somebody we can actually draft because I know he's not going to be available. Come on, give me some luck. Super Bowl signatures Cam Chancellor in a PSA 10. That's actually the perfect pull. First of all, I loved watching Cam Chancellor growing up, so I am keeping this one. That's such a fire pull right there. And if you guys want to get 20% off your first slab pack, you can enter in my very own promo code TD at checkout. I want to thank Arena Club for sponsoring, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. There you have it, boys. 97 overall Cam Chancellor, 99 hit power. He's going to be my user. If I don't force at least one fumble, I'm going to be disappointed. And I didn't plan on building a defense like this, but wow. I feel like our first 5 picks are kind of going crazy. That being said, in round 6, we got to go with offense. There's not really any wide receivers catching my eye. Is Gronkowski still here? If he's still here, maybe we go with him. Forget Gronk. Not to be disrespectful. We got to go Tony Gonzalez. I don't know what it is. This man is always so glitchy in Madden. I don't know if you guys remember, I posted a video years back. I was playing him. It was the most unfair thing I've ever gone against. It might have been even worse than Eric Dickerson. I say we go offense again, and who better than the man who caught the most touchdowns from Peyton Manning? I want to say it was like 112. That's just an absurd number. So we're grabbing Marvin Harrison, and just like that, our offense is looking a heck of a lot better. I already know who I want in round 8. We got to go with the Bengals legend. No, someone drafted Anthony Munoz. That's so disappointing. I swear he was just here. Whenever I do these drafts, I like to take a legend from the team I'm using. And I feel like Munoz is still the best Bengals player ever, right? I'm going to draft Forrest Gregg. He's the only right tackle left with abilities. Here's a Bengals legend, Max Montoya. And that'll also help solidify the right side of this offensive line. And then the 10th round is going to be our final pick. We got to make this one count. We got to go Chad Johnson, right? We could use the extra wide receiver. It makes sense. We are Cincinnati. I say we do it. Our final pick is going to be no other than Chad Johnson. I feel like that draft went really good. I feel like our defense should be insane. And if you guys are enjoying these fantasy draft videos, you want more like this, be sure to go ahead, drop a like. Let me go ahead and show you guys the entire lineup. So at quarterback, we got Peyton Manning. Wide receivers are Marvin Harrison, Chad Johnson, and Antoine Randall L. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Our running back room actually goes crazy. We got Jamal Charles. I love that pick. D'Angelo Williams, Eddie George, and Ultimate Team legend Dre Archer. Tight ends, we got Tony Gonzalez, Chris Cooley behind him. And our offensive line, the right side looks really good. The left side, we might have to help those guys out a little bit. And I'm so excited for this defense. I mean, where do we even start? Lawrence Taylor coming off the edge. We got Derek Brooks with that 98 zone coverage. Cornerbacks, we're going Mel Blount, Sam Shields, and I want to say Dwayne Starks. We got Micah Hyde at free safety. You got to remember, that's like prime Micah Hyde. Our user is Cam Chancellor, and behind him, we actually have Antrell Roll. And we even got an X-Factor kicker in Steven Gostowski. You guys can let me know what you think of the draft. You can grade it 0 to 100. This might actually be one of my favorite ones. All right, so the playoff bracket has been set. We are the 2 seed. We're taking on the 7 seed Broncos. Now, when it does come to these playoff-only drafts, seeding doesn't mean too much. You could have a 1 seed that's actually like the worst person in the league, and then have a 7 seed that's an absolute demon. The one thing I can guarantee is we're both going to be wearing throwback uniforms, and I feel like the Broncos have some of the best ever. For some reason, the Bengals uniforms from the 1980s, the ones I wanted to wear, they're not in the game. I feel like those are their best ones. I guess we'll rep these ones from the 1970s. They don't look too bad. Starting this one on defense. Okay, Phillip Rivers in a Broncos uniform. That is so cursed. And now that I see my uniforms on the field, we just look like the Browns. I don't know if I like this. First pass play, what do you got? Okay, I just absolutely manhandled his receiver. He's going to drop it, but it doesn't even matter. That was definitely illegal contact on us. I know Cam Chancellor's a physical player. We can't be that physical. He's going to hand it off to Gibbs again. This is one guy that definitely worries me. I know he doesn't have abilities in a league like this, but I'm still terrified. He's going to feed him again. And that is exactly what I was talking about. He gets one block, and we're not catching him. That is not how you want to give up a touchdown. I mean, just a simple inside zone play that goes for about 60 yards. We got to answer right back. I might try and do it in one play. Okay, we were absolutely clamped. Maybe I'm just blind, but I didn't see anybody open there. What is this guy working with on defense? He's got Jack Tatum, Dwight Freeney, Fletcher Cox, Deion Sanders. I want to say he's even got Max Crosby. He's just not on the field for this play. Looks like this guy's got a tough defense. I'm just going to go underneath Chad Johnson. Try and make third down a little bit easier. We're going to need 12. Take a look at this. This guy's crowding the line of scrimmage. Normally, you'd have to try and figure out who's blitzing. Peyton Manning and that huge head of his, it actually tells me who's coming and who's not. So it's going to leave this middle open, and we're going to find Chad Johnson for a first down. Low-key, I feel like Jamal Charles and Jahmyr Gibbs are kind of the same. Let's see if we can get a big run. Okay, I just got tackled by my own guy. Yeah, you better go over and pick him up. You're the reason why we didn't have a big play. First time he's not crowding the line. I think Tony G's open. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. Tony Gonzalez. Run, big man, run. I don't know how we got out of that. Had 2 defenders all over him. First and goal. We got to be able to go ahead. We got to be able to run the ball down here. Oh, Chris Cooley. I needed that block. I was going to take this to the second quarter. I think we got something. Sure do. Antoine Randall, welcome to the end zone. He just didn't have enough defenders over there and was left wide open. That's a good way to end the first quarter. We're going to tie this game up. That was huge. I feel like this guy's defense is going to be tough. Let me go ahead and get Cam in the box because we got to worry about this guy right here. We're going to have our hands full with Gibbs. He's going to go with a quick throw. We got a big hit by Chancellor. He better be careful throwing across the middle. I know we're going to force a fumble at some point. And now on third down, let's see if we can get a stop. Absolutely not. He was so open. I could have caught that. It's going to be handoff Gibbs. Ooh, I took a really bad angle. That could have turned out very bad. That being said, got him to another third down. And what a find. That's a heck of a throw. This game's going by quick. This guy just has a bunch of like short plays that keeps the clock running. And there's Lawrence Taylor. I've been waiting to say his name. He really hasn't had a chance to get to the quarterback because a lot of times he's just throwing the ball so quick. I know you guys have heard me say this before. We got him to third down. At least this one's a little bit longer. We got him. Did you really think I was going to fall for that? He was trying to bait me underneath. That is not going to work. You got to remember, I run that play. That changes everything. We can go ahead, score here, get the ball in the second half, score again. I might go for all of it right here. We end up getting sacked. That may have actually been a good thing. I don't know if I should have been throwing that deep ball to Marv. This guy's back to crowding the line of scrimmage. Peyton Manning's ability does not work on first and second down. So I got to make the right read here. Let's just go underneath. Marvin Harrison, turn up field. Oh, stays on his feet. Okay, just pinballed off of two defenders. I say we actually run the ball here. I want to make sure this is the final possession of the half. Look at Jamal Charles. Oh, he feels so quick. It's insane. Let's take this clock under 50. I got Charles on the left, D'Angelo on the right. Okay, and Max Crosby was having none of it. 3rd and 3. I feel like it's so obvious I'm running because Eddie George just looks huge back there. And we're not going to get there. It's going to be 4th and 1. I feel like I should be taking my points. We know he's not blitzing because we have the ability. And it looks like he's in zone coverage. I'm going for it. Find the open spot in the defense. Tony G stays bouncing off of defenders, and they're going to say he's just short. And him not getting in the end zone is actually going to allow us to bring this clock pretty much all the way down. We just need a yard. Oh, he's got the big cocks all over us. Now we need 2 yards. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to give it to Eddie George again. And we're not going to get it. And now things get a bit more sketchy because we got no timeouts left. Do you guys see that on the left? It looks like he's going to bring a quarterback blitz. That means we're looking Charles or Harrison here. Yeah, you're not going to get there. That ability is so unfair. The fact we could see that guy was blitzing made that play so much easier than it should have been. And we could not have executed that drive better. We're going up 7 points, and there's no way he can do anything in 4 seconds. Got to find a way to keep this momentum going. If we score here, it might be wraps. Look at the burst. Jamal Charles, just an easy 10 yards. This might be dumb, but so am I. I feel like we can't get a deep shot here. I lied. I don't like it. I'm just going to go underneath. Oh, Antoine Randall. Wait a second. I don't remember him being that fast. Was he moving like that? I feel like I got to go ahead and pull up a highlight tape of him after this. Couple of nice plays to get us started. Look at this offensive line. I didn't even have to move. I was standing in that pocket like a statue, and there's absolutely no pressure around me. I might go right back to Tony Gonzalez. I feel like I could have thrown that. Could have thrown it, should have thrown it. At the same time, I don't mind taking a sack. We got to make sure we go up by 2 possessions here. Let's go back to the ground here. I want to get D'Angelo Williams a touch. Oh, look at him. He's moving. I'm speed bursting on accident. I don't even mean to do it. It's just these legend players, their change of direction is so good. So when I'm waiting for the hole to open up, I'm not putting my hand on that right trigger. I'm not hitting turbo. And then the second I do, it just looks like these guys get shot out of a cannon. I got Lawrence Taylor on a loop blitz. Things could get kind of crazy here. Ooh, I got that covered. And we are going to end up getting a sack. 3rd and 17. I'm just going to back everybody up. Let's see what he's got dialed up. Goes quick to Welker, and he's going to end up picking that up. Okay, we might suck. What is going on with my defense right now? Come on. We're going to stop him. He is going to be short. I know that may not seem like a big deal, but look at all the time that's coming off this clock. He's going to go fullback dive, and he's got nothing. I got all my big boys on the field. Inside zone. That's got absolutely nowhere to go. The defense might be back. We're looking at a goal line stop. A lot of precious seconds are coming off the clock for this guy. Yes, sir. It's going to be a sack. Lawrence Taylor. And now on 4th and goal from the 7, he does have to go for this. If we can keep him out the end zone, we might be looking at GG. And he's not even going to have a chance to get it off. The defensive line getting all sorts of pressure. Taking over after the turnover on downs. We don't have to do anything crazy. At this point, I'm just trying to waste as much clock as possible. This looks like straight up man coverage. Sure is. That means we got one-on-one. That's a mismatch. Tony Gonzalez is going to win that all day. Apparently, I did a bad job not staying in bounds on that last play, so clock is stopped. Okay, somebody just got ragdolled. I like what I'm seeing out there. We're winning the battle of physicality. 3rd and short, it looks like he's blitzing everybody. So we either got to look Antoine Randall L. I think Tony Gonzalez on whatever you would call this route. I feel like that should be open. That did not go as planned. I did think about going for it. I feel like the smart thing to do here is punt. Make them put together a long drive. Oh, this might be a good one. They're going to mark it out of bounds at the 3. 2:36 left. He's got to go 97 yards, score here. Get the ball back, score again. I just don't see that happening. Ooh, I may have messed up my defense here. He's just going to throw it up as far as he can. And we're going to be the first one there. Micah Hyde is going to be intercepted. I don't think he was expecting pass here. He blitzed everybody. Tony Gonzalez telling that man to get in the weight room. He's breaking all the tackles. We're going to take this to the 2-minute warning, and that pretty much should be game over. Peyton Manning was extremely efficient. 14 of 17, 221 yards. I wish it would tell me how many broken tackles Tony Gonzalez had. He ended up finishing with 6 catches for 135 yards. And our defense looked good. Lawrence Taylor had 2 sacks. Cam Chancellor led us with 5 tackles. Also had that interception. And our team was looking extremely physical on both sides of the ball. On to game number 2. Looking at the first round, I feel like there's so many high-scoring games. And then there was mine. I don't know if that means my defense was just that good or we were having a mid-off. Is that who I think it is? John Elway at quarterback. I feel like he should be elite. And he hands it off to Maurice Jones-Drew. Any of you guys that have been around for a while, you guys know when it comes to MJD, he was involved in what might be the 2 greatest videos I've ever posted on my channel. That's why I love doing these legend drafts. Seeing MJD, that's so sick. Oh, there's no way he just bounced out of that. Don't tell me that's who I think it is. AJ Green just ate a hit stick from Cam Chancellor. It's going to be a run play again. I'm going to force him inside, and Chris Spielman, what a job being right there. Going to make it 3rd and 4. Let's pinch this D-line. It seems like MJD has been a workhorse so far. We also got to watch out for Elway's legs. And he's going to go with a curl. That's probably the one thing I wasn't expecting there. I'm going to go cover 1. We know this guy wants to run. I feel like he doesn't have many burners. As I say that, he's going towards the end zone. And Elway just dropped it in the bucket. What a throw. That was Randall Cobb on the receiving end of that. Like I said, I feel like he doesn't have many burners. That's not somebody you would normally expect to beat you over the top. On offense, one thing we have going for us, I feel like that last guy we played probably had one of the better defenses. I'm just going to check this down, and that was so dangerous. When those balls float in the air like that, it just feels like they're there forever, just waiting to get intercepted. This guy's playing some weird defense. I like the right side. Chad Johnson, way to go and get it. Marvin Harrison in motion. Nobody follows him, so that tells me this guy's in zone coverage. You know what works good against zone coverage? The halfback draw. Yeah, there's no way you're touching him. Jamal Charles going right around this user. Caught him making changes. There it is, Antoine Randall L. What a throw by Manning. I say we go ahead, get one more play off here. I thought about going deep. Let's just take the easy one. I knew that was going to happen. I have played enough Madden in my life that when you see that animation where he's stumbling backwards, he is impossible to tackle. Started the 2nd quarter. This is another quick game for us. Oh, we somehow made a miss, and Jamal Charles walks in untouched. He's been taking some ankles so far in this one. I don't know if you guys ever watched Prime Charles before all the injuries, but he was doing things like that all the time. Back on defense, what do we got to do to try and get LT going? I mean, I can think of something. I'd rather not go there. And again, he's just going to keep handing this off and getting good yardage. Read option. We've been waiting for it, and we were ready. 3rd and 3. I'm going to go cover 1 again. We're just going to back up Sam Shields a little bit. I'm going to cover the middle. He's going to check it down, and he didn't get it. What a tackle by Cam Chancellor, and on 4th and 1, he's going to go ahead and go for this. I'm going to play this as aggressive as possible. There's so many things he can do here. Looks like he's running slants, and that is not what I expected. An out route to Mark Andrews. They're saying it's a turnover on downs. They're not going to let him challenge it. That's crazy. That means we got to make the most of this drive, at least come away with 3 points, because we just got a gift. I see him pressing on the right side. We either got to look Chad Johnson or maybe Tony Gonzalez across the middle. Oh, what a release! Chad Johnson just did him so dirty. And then he's going to punt the ball in the crowd because that is exactly what Chad Johnson would do. Just went right around him to get wide open. Also, what a throw by Manning. Put that in the perfect spot with that safety lurking. I don't want to jinx it. I don't think this guy's going to get us over the top again. So game plan's going to stay the same. Read option. How is that not a hold? How do I have outside position and he's literally blocking me? Let's see if we can put together a 2-minute drill. He's going to go quick to Debo. We are not getting there, and this is not good. Okay, when I was talking about him not being able to get big plays, I meant like the deep ball. Oh, it's going to be a screenplay that I was not ready for. Okay, some of these blocks are extremely sus. My sound just shut off, and this is kind of awkward. I can't play in silence. The defense might take a hit here. I think I fixed it. Yeah, we should be good. Sound's back. And I'm back making tackles with Derek Brooks. We keep getting him to 3rd down. We just can't get him off the field on 3rd down. It's a run. No way, Maurice Jones-Drew. This man is a tank. They're going to say he's just short. That was Lawrence Taylor. Got him clean in the backfield, and he still broke out of it. Last time on 4th down, he went with the out route. Feel like he got absolutely cheated. Refs, I'm allowing you to bail me out again. Goes underneath, and Maurice Jones-Drew gets loose for a touchdown. I thought we had that covered. Our corner came flying up, just did not make the play. And then with 35 seconds, no timeouts. I mean, I guess we'll have a little bit of time. We'll see if we can make something happen. I can already tell he's not going to give me anything over the top. Was hoping Charles maybe would have some room to run. Really nothing there. He's got pretty much everybody backed up. I'm going to go to Charles again. We're going to get out of bounds. Got the first. 8 seconds left. Since we got Gostowski at kicker, we need about 15 yards here. I can already tell he's bringing the safeties up, and I'd have to think he's going to take the outside away. We're going to put Marvin Harrison on the out route. This might be a play. I might look deep. I think that's what we're going to do. Tony Gonzalez, one-on-one. And he goes up and gets it. Oh, that is just not fair. He even went for the swat and everything. He couldn't have played that better. Tony Gonzalez is just too big. May have bit my tongue celebrating that, but it's fine. I'll be okay. I knew drafting this man was a good idea. That's so crazy. 1 second left in the half. We're going up 7. You got to remember, we get this ball right back. This man's probably shell-shocked at the moment. Let's go play action. Maybe look deep. Or we can go Tony G again. No, he didn't. I thought he caught that one-handed. 3rd down. We need 3 yards. My gut's telling me to run. Yes, sir. Got the blocks. And you know what they say. Always listen to your gut. That's going to be a blitz. Yep, just go quick. He's fighting. Turns it into an easy 9 yards. I feel like he's trying to play for a turnover here. Another blitz. Oh, bad read. No way. Oh, it falls incomplete. How many times are we going to see the football just float in the air for this guy to intercept it? First time we've been a bit backed up, 3rd and 10. I see sending a blitz. That Manning ability helps us out so much. I'm going to go to Antoine Randall. What a tackle. I thought we were going to pick that up pretty easily. Instead, we got a 4th and 1. And we just got called for a false start. Are we serious? I feel like one of these routes has got to be open across the middle. Maybe even Charles on this right side. There it is. Antoine Randall. I probably could have went rat catch there. I just wanted to make sure we held on to it. This is going so well. Starting to put together a long drive. I just threw an interception. Oh, I read that defense completely wrong. I saw him cheating up. I was thinking it was going to be another blitz. That was so dumb by me. We at least had to get 3 points there. Make it 2 possessions because now that it's still a 7-point game, he's going to do this right here. Not much, but sheesh. I want to say that was Derek Brooks that got absolutely stiff-armed. 5 minutes left in this one. I feel like it's going to come down to the wire. It's inevitable. He's still trying to run it. We're right there. 3rd and 11, empty backfield. We're going to be able to pass commit here. Got an extra DB. Goes underneath. That was not the play, my friend. And on 4th and 9, he is going to go for it. I was thinking there's a chance he might punt. If we get this stop, it's pretty much game over. And he's got Debo right down the seam. I got a bad feeling about this. He's taking off with John Elway. Now we're the ones spending a lot of time on defense. I also feel like this guy would be the type of guy to go for 2 points if he scores a touchdown here. 2 minutes left, 3rd down. Such a big play. I mean, every play from here on out is going to be big. We'll watch middle. Ends up throwing it away. Had a guy wide open. I really haven't gotten man coverage all game. I'm doing it right here. Come on, defense. looking underneath, and he somehow gets it in there. I don't like the way this is going. Just so much time coming off the clock. Goes quick. We're going to light him up. What's the situation? He's got 2 plays to get 4 yards. I could see this being a run for sure. He's going to pass it again. Maybe not. He's taking off with Elway. He's got it. No, they're going to say he's short. I feel like this guy's been getting the worst spots the entire game. It's going to be 4th and goal from inside the 1. I'm going to sell out here. MJD has been his guy all game. I'm going to try and time it. Yes, sir! Got him in the backfield! Cam Chancellor, the game-sealing play. There was no way I was letting him run the ball in that situation. I guess I actually have to lock back in. He's got all 3 timeouts. So we got to try and get a first down here. I'm actually going to flip this left. Come on. Yes, good blocks. Charles. Okay, I should not be juking there. That is now officially game over. We're going to come out, take a knee. That clock's going to hit 0. There was no points scored in the second half. Both quarterbacks played extremely well. I know we had that 1 interception, but that was completely my fault. Elway was actually 16 of 20 for a couple of passing touchdowns. And what a job by the defense. Maurice Jones-Drew had negative rushing yards in the second half. And that was thanks to the guys in the middle of the defense. Derek Brooks, 8 total tackles, 2 for a loss. Cam Chancellor added 5. And also Chris Spielman really stepped up in this one. 2 down, 2 to go. And I already know this is about to be a good one. We got ourselves an AFC Championship matchup between Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. I feel like more times than not, the games always turned out so good. And I feel like this one right here is going to be the same exact thing. Starting this one on offense, I definitely prefer defense. But at the same time, maybe we won't have to play from behind in this one. We're going to have to make sure our reads are on point. He's got Antonio Cromartie on the outside, Aeneas Williams in the slot. He's actually going to send him on a blitz. That's fine by me. Jamal Charles trying to juke for that first down. It's going to be 3rd and reasonable. I'm going to change this to a pass. Yeah, since we have this Peyton Manning ability, I can see he's blitzing those linebackers. It doesn't look like he knows I have it. Oh, maybe he does. He just baited me into that. Okay, so that's the one downside about that ability. We have not seen anybody do that yet, so it showed me that guy was blitzing. I just kind of assumed he was blitzing, and he ends up getting me for an interception. What a brutal start to this one. So he's got Brady. He's also got Gronkowski in Dolphins uniforms. I don't like this. That does not look right. Can someone tell me what's going on? Lawrence Taylor does not have his abilities. I have never seen this before. How is that a thing? He might have a touchdown. No, he doesn't. Sam Shields. What an interception. Needed that. We get it right back. This has been a very weird game so far. Always coming in hot. We have nowhere to go. This has been a little bit rough so far. We're going to find a way to get 14 yards. I'm going to go underneath. We're actually going to get it. Chad Johnson able to pick it up on a little check down. Chad Johnson doesn't have his abilities either. And Peyton Manning's only superstar. He doesn't have his X factor. What is happening? Oh, he can't even throw. I don't even think it's a visual glitch. This might be a new level of E8s. Risky throw across the middle. Who needs X Factor abilities? That Peyton Manning to Marvin Harrison connection. Can't get carried away. See you later. Jamal Charles, house call. I know he's not too happy about that one. That was even a blitz he sent. I did ask him if any of his players are glitched. He said no. So yeah, Lawrence Taylor, no abilities. I can see Derek Brooks is not X Factor. He got downgraded to superstar. And Tom Brady just took a shot from LT. 3rd and 4. I don't think we've seen a run, and we're not going to. Oh, double move. He got it. Yep, I was a step too late. What a play. Start of the second quarter. This has been an interesting start so far, but at least we got a lead. He's going to throw a laser to Diggs across the middle. Have seen quite a bit of I-form out of him. Yeah, it's a run. Lawrence Taylor. He's in the mix. He's making plays. 3rd and 7. I feel like we got some good energy. Come on, defense. Let's get a stop. Not letting you go to Gronk, but that leaves Doug Baldwin wide open. I want to say he was the one that had that big 3rd down catch earlier. We got to watch out for him. He's got it inside the red zone. We have been making him work for it. Inside zone. Oh, we're not even going to touch him. We were looking good up to that point, but yeah, we had him in some tough spots. He just converted. I was going to say, I'm looking at this left side, but he's got both his stud cornerbacks over there. Let's just go quick. Way to hang on to it, Marv. Let's go quick. Chad Johnson, yes, sir. Turn up field. I did not mean to step out of bounds. Coming out to 2-minute warning. These games have been going by so quick. Let's go with a little screen. Did I see that right? Did he just switch stick onto a defensive lineman to make that play? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That might be new tech. We're in a spot where if we can get a little bit, I probably go for it. I'm throwing right at him. Antoine Randall, he's going to get there. That being said, we got to keep going. Left side, Marvin Harrison. Him and Manning are having a game. One down lineman. Let's go with the run play here. We're going to make sure we got Aaron Donald doubled. This should work. There it is. Jamal Charles getting to the next level. Thought maybe it was going to be another touchdown. I did go quick. He might be thinking it's going to be another run play here. Yeah, he sends a blitz. Got it. We don't get it off in time. That's unfortunate because that was about to be a Chad Johnson touchdown. 3rd and goal from the 8. Here's what I got cooked up. I'm hoping Marvin Harrison's going to clear out the middle. We're going to look for one of these in routes. Randall, come on. Got it. That was so big. Offense is looking good. We've given up a couple sacks, but other than that, really not having too many issues. 19 seconds. We can pass commit. We got everybody playing over the top. He's only got 1 timeout left. Are you kidding me? He just glitched out my defense. How did he do that? That kind of changes everything because now we're tied at 14 and he's getting this ball right back in the second half. We are in a sticky situation. Kind of feels like a lot of things are going against us. Should have everything covered. It's a sack. That would be a great time to try and time this snap. Okay, that did not work. This was a bad idea. And he's going to make us pay for it. Why did I do that? We had him backed up 2nd and 19. I was trying to do too much. I got greedy. That's on me. We got to make up for it. Oh, he's got some room. What a move by LT. I got to give it to him. That stick work was crazy. That man just hit us with a juke straight into a spin move, and we didn't even touch him. This one is taking a turn for the worse. We are now down 7 points. I know he's using that linebacker on the left. Yep, he fell for it. That's going to be pass interference. They called that on me. How? What is happening? I'm actually going to crash out. I'm playing against the Dolphins. I'm playing against the refs. I'm playing against the E8s. I'm going to be honest. Not having a good time at the moment. This feels like a game where they want me to throw an interception. And if we run the ball, we can't do that. I'm going right back to it. Why not? Getting some good blocks. There we go. Charles, nice little run. Charles needs a breather. That's fine. We got D'Angelo Williams. And with the way we're blocking, I think I could have ran for a first down right there. Ground game has been going good. Let's go play action. Got it. Oh, no, we don't. Aaron Donald has kind of been ruining my day. We got to have that man double teamed at all costs because he's one-on-one with one of the best right guards ever, and he's just having his way with them. 3rd and 9. I was going to say he's blitzing, but yeah, we can't fall for that bait again. Doesn't look like he's usering them. Just wait for it. Tony Gonzalez. Way to go up and get it. It's going to set us up 1st and goal. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We're putting together a drive. We got to start off this 4th quarter by punching this in the end zone. I'm going right back to him. Tony G. Reaching for it just short. I think everybody knows I'm running, especially when Eddie George is in the game. So we're going to take this left. We're going to run away from Aaron Donald. He does bring a blitz. Doesn't matter. Against all odds, we're about to find ourselves tied at 21 apiece. We need one stop defense. I can feel it. Some type of turnover, some type of fumble. That's going to be play action. No, it's not. Okay. Normally, I'm good at reading those. Apparently not. This is kind of dangerous because he's definitely in a spot where he can use like the rest of this clock. And we cannot bring down Tomlinson. Yeah, instead of getting him for maybe a yard, he turns it into 5. Pass play, come on. Goes quick. Oh, that's not good. We did not have the angle on him. And it's going to set him up at the 7-yard line. I guess the one positive about that is we're going to make sure we do at least get this ball back. Matter of fact, I say we try and hold them to 3 points here. If we can do that, we win. Goes with an end around, and we were ready for it. All right, this time it is play action. Okay. I'm covering so many people. What a grab. One hand in the back of the end zone. That was Stevie Johnson. Does this guy have like an all AFC East team? Stevie Johnson, I don't know if you guys remember him. He was a Bills wide receiver. He's actually pretty good. It's a name I haven't heard in quite some time, but what a grab. Are we even surprised? Brady versus Manning to go to the Super Bowl. We need a 2-minute drill. I'm just going quick. Chad Johnson, hang on to it. And now we got to go fast. How is that not interference? Sketchy ball, but it somehow works out for us. I don't know how we just completed that. I'm not going to ask any questions. He's kind of crowding the line of scrimmage a little bit. This could be a blitz. We got to be careful. Nah, he's going to drop him back. Let's just take the underneath. We are lagging. Okay, that's... Yeah, we don't want to be dealing with that right now. This might be really smart. Might be really dumb. I'm running. It was really smart. Once again, the blocking is on point. And we only got one timeout left. I don't want to use it just yet. This might be the play. We take a shot towards the end zone. I'm looking Gonzalez or Randall L. One-on-one coverage. Gonzalez! Oh, no! It's intercepted. I knew it. The ball just pops up in the air, and that's how we end up losing this one. I have never seen that before where my players were losing abilities. And at this rate, I'm going to be losing my mind. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next draft.